Okay, I'm back to talk about the dreaded car seat challenge. It seems that you are still having a lot of problems with people documenting this correctly and getting it into the chart. So I've taken the baby. He's was born on well, I don't know when he was born, but he's pretty old. Well, what I did was I made a car seat. I gave him a procedure, okay, and I'll look into what I did in that procedure. I clicked the wrong one. I clicked completed by a hospital employee. When that happens, you can't even click anything in here. But I also made the mistake of submitting it. So it no longer exists here. So I can't change it, um, even though the encounter is unlocked here. So how do I fix this? Well, you could the other scenario could be that you did put it in as completed by onsite, but you didn't put any other data in, okay, or you didn't put the results in, or your recommendations. Okay, you have to have most of that data in there um, to get paid for this. I know some of the hospitals, the nurses don't give you that data, and they just say pass or fail. But they really should be recording this data here so that you can input the input the data and create a note. So I did try to create a note on this procedure, and as you can tell, because it was done by a hospital employee, or if I hadn't put in any data, this is what I would get. Okay, so that's really no procedure note at all. So I come along and I'm saying, okay, I do check the the car seat challenges because there have been many. It's one of the harder things for people to do. Okay, so that's why I call it the dreaded car seat challenge. So how do you fix it? Well, today is the 17th, or it's really the 18th. I'm going to create a custom encounter, and I'm going to make it for the 10th. Okay, it doesn't matter what time for this here. I'm going to go into the master. I'm going to put procedure note, and as you can see, there's already a car bed study here. I'm just going to add another one. Doesn't matter. You're adding it. It's done on the 10th. Submit. Okay. Now I want to go into the one that's planned. I want to do it. It's completed by onsite. I did it for prematurity. I spoke with the parents before and after. I used both of these modes. I did it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was interpreted by me. Okay. And the device was a car seat, and the study was recorded in the NICU over 60 minutes. Some of you guys do it over 90 minutes. It is billed differently if it's 90 minutes, but that billing will come out automatically different. Okay, so that all you have to do is go through all these things. Okay, so the SAT range was, let's say, 96 to 99%. Okay, the longest SAT less than 85 was 0. I push enter. The lowest SAT uh, for the oxygen was 96%. Okay, press enter. Number of desaturations, 0. Okay, number of apnea, 0. Longest apnea was 0 because it's not applicable. And the resting heart rate was maybe 155. Lowest heart rate was 145. And the longest heart rate less than 80 was 0. Number of bradycardias less than, again, this kid passed. He passed, and I am recommending a semi-reclined car seat. I highlight it, I save it. Now I'll go to my documents, I go to procedures, and now I have my procedure note. Okay. Now I have to print that, I have to sign it, and I have to get it in the chart. If, let's say, you made a mistake on this one, and I asked you to redo it, if you redo it just in the computer, it doesn't make it to the chart, and therefore it doesn't exist. How do I know that you didn't write a chart, make a note? Well, this little thing that tells me that a note was created. It doesn't tell me it was printed or signed. I have to assume that. Okay. But if I don't see it, let's see. See here on the bear, there's no note. Okay. Well, if you do an encounter with a procedure and there's no note, I know that it hasn't been done. Okay. So now I have to go and build this. So I go back to the master. I go to the super build. I have to put something in here. Okay. And my procedure is again, it was B for prematurity. I don't have prematurity as a diagnosis, but I'm just going to put that there. Okay. So make believe it's premature. And now I'm going to submit. Now if you looked at the last one, there was no bill that I could submit because there was no procedure that was done on the child. Okay, here I have my car seat interpretation. I see that you made a note and you've billed correctly for it. What I sometimes do is I either look here or I look at the note itself. If it looks like this, it's done. Okay. Now let's say the baby doesn't pass. Okay. Can you bill for that? Yes, you can, because you're interpreting it and you're saying he doesn't pass. So even if you do another car seat challenge on another day, you can bill for it. There's no end to how many car seat challenges you can have. But usually after two car seat challenges, we send them home on a car bed. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. This is when I ask you to fix a car seat challenge because it's not documented and it can't be billed. All right, hope it's been helpful.